So we were just discussing the Renaissance. So we talked about what is the Renaissance and also what it accomplished. So let's look at some pictures. So okay, this is Greece, this is Rome, this is the Middle Ages in Europe. So these are all during that Renaissance period that we talked about. This increased this cultural movement again that took place, started in Italy and swept through Europe. So it started in one place and then went through the entire continent of Europe. Okay, so these are some renowned Renaissance artists. You might have heard of Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello. So these are different sculptures and people so prominent. Shakespeare, different Machiavelli, different artists and theorists and architects and sculptors that were famous and began their masterpieces and their artistry during that time, during the Renaissance. Okay, so I know that we talked about inspiration. So in the previous thing, it said that the scholars, philosophers, artists turned to the works of the ancient Greeks and Romans for inspiration. So in this slide here, that is outbox, this area here that's outlined in red, I want you to type your answer. What does it mean to be inspired? So if someone looked to someone else for inspiration, to be inspired, what do you think that means? So you can go ahead and type your answer in the red outline box. Remember that any any slide that has a red outline box, that means that you're supposed to complete it. Okay, your next thing. So we're going to look at these pictures that we have on this slide here to complete our timeline. Okay, so you're going to fill in the timeline using the pictures from slide 5. So we've kind of been familiar with, in Unit 2, we talked about the different slides in BCE, and we talked about timelines. So in this case, we're going to fill in the timelines using the pictures that we used in slide 5. So you're going to look there and say, where do you think Greece would go based on the timeline? And then where would you think that Rome would go in the Middle Ages? And you want to look at these times here because it says 1000 BCE. It says 750 BCE. And it also says 450 and through 1400 CE. So I want you to fill out, based on those pictures, fill in and complete this timeline. Okay, also, I want you to look at this for the next activity. You're going to use this world map. We know that Europe and the continent of Europe is over here, so these would be the places that the Renaissance swept through. Okay, so using the world map on the previous slide I just showed you, I want you to fill in using this word bank at the bottom. With Italy, Spain, France, England, and Germany, fill in where would that place be on this map? Where would it go? So you're going to type your answers here. So if you think Italy goes there, you're going to type Italy. Spain, you're going to type it there. So you're going to type your answers using this word bank below. Okay, so boys and girls, I want you to go ahead. What we're going to do is read our read chapter 4. So I want you to go ahead and read those chapters. Okay, so we're going to read chapter 4. The title is Merchants, Markets, and Mud, Towns in the Middle Ages. So our big question that we're going to be focused on throughout this reading is, how did the growth of trade during the Middle Ages affect the way people lived? Okay, for example, so we're going to go ahead and read. It says, it's raining again. You stand in a puddle on the edge of a narrow street. You just entered town through one of the 2 gates. The gates are the only ways in and out of this walled town. Inside the walls, tiny townhouses stand side by side. As you move through the crowd, you spot rats scurrying about, feeding on discarded trash. Nearby, you hear the varied cries of people selling fruits, vegetables, eggs, and pies. It's market day and people have set up their stalls in the town square. Okay, we're going to stop right here and pick back up in our next video.